I have to confess, I hate AD carry mains, and everyone in general hates AD carry mains, and it's for the same reason. They don't let anyone else carry that is not themselves. They want to be protagonist of the game. And as a support myself, they don't understand why and when we are roaming. And that's what I want to explain in this video, and how to play AD carry alone. Okay, there are a lot of misconceptions about the AD carry role and how to play the game. So let's jump into it. I have a replay to do so, but also this video is going to be pretty good for any role, like even if you play top, jungle, mid lane, and especially bot lane. This is a very good video to watch, because there's a lot of concepts that, even though it doesn't affect directly your lane, it's always really nice to understand why it's happening in the map, so you can make better decisions yourself. There's some mid lane, jungle, and top moments that are also very important and concepts to grab in this review. So I invite you to stay and watch it, and only if you learn one or two concepts for your lane, it's great. And if you learn from other lanes, even better. The best players are always the ones that understand other roles around the map, and they can make better decisions for their own benefit. Okay, so first misconception and big misconception about bot lane and AD carry. It's a 2v2 lane, okay? Yes, okay, it's a 2v2 lane, but your support, especially if he's going to play a CC support, like it's going to be Leona, Poppy, Alistar, Nautilus, Blitzcrank, Pyke, he wants to move around the map. And when does he move around the map? Normally he wants to sync up with the jungler, right? You want to sync up with your jungler. So if you have a Nidalee, right? Leona, Rel, Nautilus, even Poppy can work really good, because you CC and then she hits the spear and then she one-shots, right? So you want to sync up with the jungler, and normally you do it on your recalls and when you crash waves and you have good movement, right? Like when you are in a good position to move. So that's first of all. What happens is that a lot of AD carries, especially in lower elos, I would say even till diamond or low diamond, or even in high diamond, you find AD carries that don't understand this. It's normally field AD carries. Like I had a lot of mid laners field AD that complain about this, that they think that the lane is perma 2v2 and it's going to be 2v2 the entire game, and if the super is not nearby, they die. Something comes and they die. And you don't play. If you want to be a really good AD carry, and if you want to be a really good player and improve, you need to understand when to back off, how to play alone, what to do when you're playing alone. You think that you need someone next to you to play the game, and that's completely false, right? Especially when you get level 6 as a support player, plus a ward item, right? When you have your ward item, you normally even don't go with your AD carry anymore, right? How you are going to play the map is you are going to hover your AD carry. Like if the AD carry, let's put in a situation in mid game, the AD carry is farming mid wave. Sometimes the support is going to show and help push and move, but most of the times it's going to stay in fog, like here in fog or in fog, just hovering the AD carry and then moving, or directly, if you look at the minimap, moving through side lane and letting the AD carry alone, right? We also need to mention, before I jump into the replay, that AD carries like Real, like Misfortune, like Jhin, like Sivir, for example, Zaya also, are really good champions to stay alone in bot lane, right? And here in this case, there's a Jhin and there's a Misfortune. Why? Because they can survive, they have the mobility, they have the wave clear to just one-shot the wave, back off, stay under tower, make a lot of time. And they also benefit like just playing their 1v1. And so it's totally fine, right? Zaya is really hard to dive. Sivir has a high wave clear. Jhin is also like, he has really good wave clear. Champions that you don't want to leave alone, for example, the Jinxes, right? The Zerican you can also leave alone because of high mobility, right? You can also leave alone. Like Jinx, Kokmo, these champions with low mobility, hyper carries that don't want to scale for the late game are really super dependent. So normally you stay around and babysit them way more. There are more examples from those, right? But the meta champions right now don't need too much babysitting. So that's why I want to do this video as well. The previous video that I did, that you can find in my channel, is about roaming support, and what happens when your AD carry doesn't respect, right? So we are going to jump into that right now. All right, guys, quick break. Give me 1 minute. I tried to do this several times, but I need to restart and restart. I'm really bad at doing this, so I will just keep it short. I made a MetaFi group that is like a Patreon. You can come and support me. It's most for people that want to come into coaching and try coaching, that are interested in seeing if coaching is going to work for them, or if it's interesting, or if it's like people are, is it going to be useful? Am I going to learn? Am I going to improve? And in my experience, yes, I've coached so many people already. You have different tiers, tier 1, 2, and 3. They all offer some type of coaching. Like the last tier offers a full coaching session each month, which is pretty nice. And also the tier 1 includes one match offline review, which is me making you a video like this of 20 minutes, even 25 minutes, just for $3 about your gameplay and with notes, and I will send it to you. And yeah, I just want you guys to enjoy League of Legends, improve, build a community, have fun as well doing it. So I believe it's a great opportunity. So I share it with you guys. The link is in the description. So try it out. I'll let you with the Miss Fortune AD carry video. So again, I do the same invade as every game almost. Invading through here, they will not see me because the support should be covering this area outside the bush to see me. I already explained that 1,000 times. And we get deep vision for free, which is really nice. So now we know where the Kha'Zix is going to start, right? It's going to make Nidalee life way easier. And my Nidalee is going to start on red buff, leashless, because you don't need a leash into season 14, that's for sure, guys. And we are going to play the lane again. I'm not really interested in showing you guys right now the laning phase and how to play the laning phase at this level. Especially, I'm saving it for later. Maybe we can talk about that in another time. But we end up getting a kill onto Jhin. And this is the second wave. We push. And now we are going to base. So why are we going to base? Is because MF got 1 kill. So she's 1 kill up, plus 1 kill. And I'm going to use this to move with Nidalee because she did 3 camps and she wants to invade Kha'Zix. Why? Because the level 1 ward already gave us the information that Kha'Zix is starting topside, okay? So I'm going to move, she's going to base and spend that gold. So now I'm going to press O and X, and you will see that she's able to spend some gold. I don't really have gold. So I'm just going to sync up with the jungler because I have a move to sync up with the jungler. So let's see what happens. Action does really well, and this is, again, a tip for the mid laners. You push just 2 waves. Action loves to invade Raptors. As an Action player, if you play Action or you play this kind of champions that have hard prio early levels, in Korea and in very high elo, they always invade the Raptor rotation. So Action does really well because he gives us information exactly where Kha'Zix is. Kha'Zix is really low also. So here I'm going to seize the opportunity and get a quick kill into Kha'Zix. I ignite just to see if with 1 auto attack Nidalee can get it. So she's able to also get the gold, and I don't kill still, right? But well, I kill secure. No, I never complain about getting kills. You should not say sorry if you take a kill. It happens. Kills are not important. Maybe in another video I will explain why it's not that important and what's the important part, right? In League of Legends are waves and objectives. So right now my jungler is still in the camp. So question for you guys, you need to know already after watching a couple of my videos what's going to happen and what I need to do in this moment as a support player. Leona uses flash onto me, she gets the kill, I don't really mind. She's not bot lane, so she's not going to annoy my AD carry. And my AD carry right now has a slow push, bounce back coming into her, and he's able to farm completely safe. So right now, what's important for me are those 3 camps from Nidalee. So now MF, I know that she's fine because Leona is mid lane, so she's 1v1 and she's able to farm. So this is not a problem at all. It's going to become a problem later on, how she plays the map. So they dive mid lane. I could open directly towards the mid lane. So also a mistake from my side, but I was like really wanting to defend this blue buff that Kha'Zix got. But it was not possible. So again, I'm going to sync up with my jungler, which is the best thing you can do as a CC support in solo queue. And in team as well, you get a lot of advantages and a lot of lead, you will see this game. So we end up killing the Kha'Zix again. Nidalee is a champion that wants to skirmish. If, for example, I was playing with a Cartus or with the Fiddlesticks, I would not look for so many proactive plays, but I just understand what our compo wants to do and how our team wants to play. Kha'Zix here leaves the game. I'm going to put our vision back up so we don't see everything. Jhin is forced to open mid lane to look for fights. It's okay, it's solo queue, he wants to get something, but he's going to lose 2-3 waves in bot lane, and MF is getting one free plating, free waves as well. We end up killing the Leona that overextends. We know that Leona has no flash, we know that Jhin has no flash, so we end up killing Jhin as well. And here, MF does very well. She bases, right? She gets one plating, she pushes the wave, and she based. Now she will open the map, go bot, and the wave is coming to her. So it's perfect. I'm really happy with this AD carry at the moment. So that's all good. So what am I going to do is, I see Leona bot, I'm going to open towards bot lane to secure this wave for MF. So now I'm 2 levels down on my AD carry, but my AD carry is 1 level up. So I don't really mind being level 3 here. And here comes one big mistake of AD carry. As protagonist signs coming out from this misfortune is that Jhin just W'd the dragon. You will guys notice here. He W'd the dragon. Alright, he W'd the dragon, so I know for a fact that Kha'Zix is on dragon, right? Nidalee is going to come this way, so I want to join. Again, I want to sync up as a support player with my jungler. I will ping this to make sure that we are in fog, and then I'm going to contest. So as an AD carry, you need to understand this is going on, right? You need to understand it, and that's why it's very important to know what your team is playing for, and the same goes for mid lane. Mid lane should know that I get the prio, and then I need to be careful because I don't have the numbers in mid lane, and maybe I can get ganked by Kha'Zix. I just need to make time for my team to check before me, and then I can move, right? That's the job of our mid laner as well. So here we end up moving with Nidalee, and my misfortune goes for a random trade onto Leona, and she ends up dying in bot lane against Jhin and Leona. But we end up killing Kha'Zix once again, and the problem is when he dies, he's going to lose a couple of minions experience. Not that much because the wave is coming into her. Here we misplayed the 2v2. We could have killed Jhin that had no flash, but we end up getting them really low. And now I'm basing, and I'm not going bot again. Why? Because Misfortune just came back to lane. Enemy bot lane needs to base, and now she has enough vision to play. And I will explain you one mistake just in 15 seconds from her side. I'm going to go for the void links, right? Again, I'm going to connect with Nidalee. I'm going to go with her, and we are going to look for some skirmishes together. Misfortune based, okay. The Jhin also based, so that's fine. Now, we end up skirmishing here. Gragas is also first in the move because he had the move on top, but he's low on health and low on mana, so it's kind of useless. We don't mind. And now I get some deep vision on topside jungle. MF is still alone. I force Leona to move. So when you are moving as a support, you also force enemy support to match. If it's not matching, you will always have numbers advantage. And if you have numbers advantage, you are going to win a lot in the game, right? So Nidalee is getting camps. Maybe after this camp, she could come mid lane and we could fight this mid wave cannon wave. And I think that's the best because we win 3v3 or 3v2, obviously, because we are one more. But she doesn't. And here comes the issue is that MF this whole time, MF is going to die now. So when there's a mistake going on or when you die, normally you should always look 1 minute before what happened, right? So MF comes out of base without any pink ward, right? She has a health potion and a dagger. That's not going to add more than a pink in this situation. Why? Because when you are winning in bot lane, you will have the push, so you need control over this bush for sure. This is a neutral bush, means that is in the middle of the river, and this is the aggressive one, and this is the defensive one, right? So when you are winning, you want to have control over these two bushes for sure, right? Ping this and ping this. If you both are playing bot lane, then you can do it. If not, support should normally and jungler ping this aggressively when they're playing around bot, and AD carry can keep it here because it stays longer. You don't need to go back for another one if it stays there. But she decides to buy a potion and a dagger, and she's not buying a pink. I will do another video as well about pinks because it's a really important concept that no one is doing, especially in mid game, and it hurts a lot on how to close games, but that's for another time. Here, Leona is mid, so he's safe, but he's safe from Jhin, but he's not safe from Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix could be ganking bot lane, and they could kill MF, right? She's 2 levels up, she's in a really good position, and if she had warded here or here, like one of these 2 bushes, she will be totally fine, and she can ult the next wave, and she can play alone. That's the important part, right? Play alone the bot lane. Now, she's going to push this as slow. She doesn't see Leona coming. She would have seen Leona coming from miles away. You guys see even that Leona is sweeping. Like, she would see Leona right now, and she can just leave. And this is a kill less for enemy team, and the enemy team has no play on the map to do. Right? You guys see that I'm recalling right now. For me, it was hard to access bot lane. Why? Because Leona Yasuo wins 2v2 against us right now, and I didn't want to risk that. So at the end, I end up making a play in mid. We end up killing Yasuo, which gives a very big advantage to action. But my Misfortune dies, and we lose one entire wave, right? But it gets worse, and it gets worse, right? So here, should I open bot lane? No. Why I don't open bot lane? Because she has tempo over enemy bot lane. Tempo means that she's first on bot lane wave, so she's going to kill all of these minions, and then there's no wave for me to play on. We cannot really dive. What we could do is stack and dive with the next one and slow push, but alone she can survive. Again, what's the mistake that MF did? She didn't buy any pink, right? She had the money to buy a pink. Let's go back. She exits the base with 100 gold. She has an empty slot, 2 wards up as well, and she's not putting vision. When should she put vision? She one-shots this wave, and now instead of doing what she's doing, she can drop a normal ward here, the pink ward here, and a normal ward here, or here in the river, right? She can set herself with ward, pink ward, and a ward in this spot, one of those spots, and now she has all of this covered, and she can collect waves, right? We are winning in the map. Like, we are 3k gold up. My jungler is 4-0. I'm 4-1-4. I'm flying in this game, and I want to keep playing and keep the snowball going. And now it comes a very important concept in top lane, okay? That for all my top laners friends that are watching, if you are here, Jace has TP, I know, and I know that Gragas doesn't have TP, right? So I see Gragas low on mana and low in HP. So around minute 10, as a top laner, if you die and you don't have TP, you are going to lose a lot. Why? You're going to see that in a second, okay? MF is going to die here because she face-take the bush, because she has no vision. Again, this is the 3rd time she dies for no reason at all. She could be 1-0-0 with losing almost nothing. Just her greed and being cocky and just playing the game forward and not thinking on how the game should be played. And remember, this master, 200 LP master in Europe. So it's worrying for me. That's why I'm making this kind of video, so you guys understand what's happening. So now, because we kill Gragas and he has no TP, Jace is getting 2 waves more. Gragas is losing 3 waves, and he's getting a lot of platings. But Jace does a big mistake later on, that in a couple of minutes, and I'm going to show you as well. So he has really nice vision. I base again to renew my words to open bot lane because my Misfortune is suffering. I let you see how much he got. He got the 2 platings, and he got very good base as well against Gragas, and he's 1 level up. So I'm winning top lane for him, right? I'm winning mid lane for Action, and I'm winning the jungle for Nidalee. Action has a good lead. Sure, he died a couple of times, but Yasuo is not an easy matchup, and you need to be present, right? You need to contest some couple of waves. So we are right now 4k, almost 4k up in gold, and this could be much higher if Misfortune didn't die 4 times. She already died 4 times for no reason. Here she gets dove, and I mean, I come in late. No, I come in as fast as humanly possible, but she ends up getting dove. She dies, but we end up getting I believe we don't get anyone, but they run away. We could have got a couple of kills if we did get there sooner or played it better mechanically. But I'm not too disappointed on MF there because she could not avoid that dive. And now we are going to jump directly to the last play of the game, okay? And it's going to be right now here. So we want to contest through mid lane now with Nidalee because, again, same concept as jungler and support to understand is that he's going to finish the wolves and meet me here, and I'm going to run here and meet Nidalee here, right? So she can do wolves, raptors. We meet, sync up again. Really, really important concept to sync up. Is this video is the sync up method, and again we are going to play. What did Miss Fortune not do? Buy a weird, buy a pink, right? She didn't bought a pink and she didn't place the pink. She didn't place vision, so she doesn't know what's happening. She has enough gold to do so. She bought 0 control wards this game, and I mean she died for it. So at the end of the day, we play this mid wave. I misplayed because I had the ultimate on not on Smartcast, so I could not cancel it instant. That's my bad. And now we contest through mid, right? We contest through mid, and now we have mid priority. So when you are playing the game macro perspective, when you have mid prio and you are moving as 3 because you are dragging the mid laner with you as support jungler, right? Now we will contest, and Miss Fortune needs to be on this wave. And if they attack Miss Fortune, which they cannot really, why? Because if they attack Miss Fortune, we have the first move towards bot lane, and they will get sandwiched on, and they will fight here, and we will kill them all. If Miss Fortune dies, at least we kill 3 of them. So that's obviously worth it, and then we can keep pushing our lead. And Miss Fortune can even escape and then drag them into a bad position. And if she plays this wave, then we can enter this area and get control over all its bot side jungle. Action goes back to the mid wave, and as a jungler and support, we stay in fog. As I said at the start of the video, I'm level 6. I have wards already, so I have my ward item. I don't need to be bot lane. She's level 9. She's 1 level up of Jhin. She died 4 times, guys. And I gave her 3 level up experience lead because I was not there, right? And I'm not behind of Leona. I'm 1 level behind of Leona. Who cares, right? I'm a support. So he tries to go for a solo kill. Again, unnecessary risk. And he gets killed, right? Instead of waiting for us, instead of getting vision, instead of buying control wards, she dies, which makes our game very complicated because we still are almost in a 4k gold lead, but we are not able to snowball that lead in 5k, 6k. We give them free opportunities to the enemy team that are not even forced by enemy. It's not a forced error by the enemy. It's just that MF not understanding how to play the game from her side is costing us a lot. So the last concept I want to talk about, top lane now, is the next one, and just a bonus one. Like the theme of this this video is how to play AD carry alone, and you should play AD carry alone in season 14. Be used to playing alone. No, you don't need a support. So Gragas comes in with the TP at minute 14. There is not even a Drake up right now, so this TP is a bit useless and is to fight. Okay, so what should Jace do in this situation is he should TP top lane to the wave instantly, because he can take this tower, which is first blood tower, which gives a lot of gold nowadays, and he can push this wave plus the next wave, then recall, and he has a lot of tempo to again play bot lane and be a really strong side member. Why? Because Jace doesn't want to join a skirmish fight at minute 14 without his items. He still has 1 item, but he's stronger at 2-3 items. Gragas adds more because he's like more tanky. I mean, he has the ultimate, he has E-Flash. We are in a losing position because MF is dead. So we don't really want to fight this. We need to disengage as we can. So Jace should instantly TP top and play. And instead of TPing top, he's undecisive. And that is something that kills a lot of players in game. Is that he's undecisive, he doesn't know what to do, he's running, but for what is he running, right? Well, let's watch. He's not doing anything, and he's joining top lane when he could already be hitting tower and getting tower because Gragas cannot get there in time. And now Gragas is getting top lane in time to protect the tower. Makes no sense. Use your TP as Jace, be aggressive, be fast, right? Be confident. I take the tower, I take this wave, next wave as well. I base and I have second item probably, and we play the game again. You don't need your TP as Jace to flank or to kill. You will have it in 4 minutes anyways, right? With the upgraded TP, at 90 minutes you will have it again, and then you play, right? And you will have the TP at the same time as Gragas. Gragas will not have TP advantage because he is using it to create the fight here, and Jace is using it to create the fight, to take the tower, right? So both of them are using it for something that they think is good, and that benefits their role. But here Jace was really slow, didn't seize the opportunity, and didn't get the advantage in the game. So that's it. Conclusion about the game. Viping words. Learn how to play alone in bot lane. At the end of this, MF died 5 times. She died 5 times, and we had after this play, we had a 2k, 3k gold lead, right? We never were able to keep the ball rolling, and here, for example, we already had 3k at minute 9, and after that, 5 minutes later, we have the less goal lead, right? And it's only because of the greed and not wanting to play safe or smart. I would say just play smart and focus on as AD carry. And he decided to just run it a bit down for fun and not be focused in the game. And doing this, hitting tower without vision, face checking bushes, it's really bad, right? And that's why I dislike some AD carries, and I need to make this kind of videos so hopefully a couple of you learn it, and we can keep the game evolving, and it's a better place where we can all enjoy and understand more about other roles. And this is just him not understanding how to play AD carry properly and how to play with a proactive support that moves with his jungler, okay? And if you blame your support as AD carry, at least understand how to play support first, and then you will be able to blame, okay? Bye bye guys, thank you for watching. Remember to follow me and subscribe and like the video, that helps me a lot.